guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 17 updates and spoilers. Our house guest today is Sheena123, aka Darren from Vancouver. So Darren wants to know if I could pick two people from this season to align with, who would they be and why? Alright, definitely gonna narrow it down to the good side of the house. So my first pick will be James. I feel like although James says a lot of really gross, inappropriate comments, I would definitely want to work with him because I think he's extremely loyal. He's not afraid to make big moves, and when he says that he's gonna do something, he does it. So I think I would definitely want to work with him. Also, I'll go with Jason. Chances are you're gonna spend a lot of time with the people that you align with, unless you have a super secret alliance, a la Jason and Danielle from season 3. So I would want to spend a lot of time with Jason, obviously. I think we'd get along really well. Jason, if you're watching this. Okay, and of course I'd love to work with Johnny Mac, just because, I don't know, that's 3 people, but whatever. So, let me know in the comments who you guys would pick. I would definitely want to work with all of, like, James and Jason's crew, so there you go. Alright, so last night, Clay was evicted unanimously, and I have mixed emotions about this. On one side, I'm like, yeah, get out. I don't like when people are like, I don't need to be here, I'm gonna sacrifice my game. Then just leave. Also, I wanted Shelly to go home, but it's whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I wish they would have split the vote. I don't like when people realize like, oh, the votes aren't gonna be there, and then they're just like, okay, I guess I should vote with the house. I really would have liked to have seen James's crew just stick with their votes just because. But anyway, the jury starts now, and it sounds like someone could be coming back, so that's pretty exciting. Maybe. It depends on who's coming back. And also, last night's HOH was an endurance competition. It was the sliding one where you have to transfer the liquid. So the feeds came back on after the show. What was Meg even doing? Okay, like, we knew that she wasn't going to be good at this competition, but it was, like, really bad. And you know who was just as bad, if not worse? Austin. He, like, really sucked this competition, which was surprising to me because you'd think he's so tall that he would take really long strides, and he's supposed to be, like, really in shape, but he was awful. So, anyway, Becky was kicking some major ass. She had a huge lead. Johnny Mac, Julia, and Jackie were also doing pretty well, but they had no chance against Becky. This was like her competition to lose. So not only did she win the HOH, she also won the $5,000 and the Never Not Pass. So the whole thing took, I guess, just under 2 hours. I have to say, compared to other seasons, it seems like a lot more people were really, like, focused. It was very quiet throughout the competition. So I think with what happened too this week, a lot of people really wanted this win, so that's what that was all about. Alright, so when the feeds came back after the competition, Shelly was crying about Clay being gone. Wah, 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 mommy misses baby. I think some of these tears were genuine, but at the same time, she was definitely playing it up a little bit for sympathy. Of course, she wants to look weak and lonely now that Clay is gone. She doesn't want to be a target. So after the competition, Big Brother gave the house guests some pizza. Yum. But the have-nots still had to wait until after midnight to enjoy it with everyone else, so that kind of sucks for them. Also, with, like, punishments, Jackie did not have to wear her armatard during the live show last night. It wouldn't have really been fair for the competition, but she did have to put it on again after, so I guess that punishment's going to be over tomorrow night. So Steve and John were talking in the comic bedroom. Steve's a little bit nervous. Johnny Mac is feeling great because he's really close to Becky. Not everybody knows that, but he's feeling good. But Steve is just like, oh man, I'm not as close to Becky as you are. Like, I'm a little bit nervous. So Johnny Mac is just like, you got nothing to worry about this week. Just relax, take it easy. It's gonna be all good. So Johnny tells Steve about that meeting that Vanessa had up in the HOH without them, with pretty much everyone else in the house, when she tried to get everyone to agree to some sort of deal for the double eviction. So Johnny was like, yeah, I guess we're expendable, huh? And Johnny lets Steve know he wants Vanessa out, and he's gonna try to talk to Becky about that. So Johnny's like, Steve, what do you think about that? Like, tell me if I'm crazy. And Steve is like, well, Vanessa's a really big power player. And Johnny's like, well, we're here to play. Like, he's sick of other people playing his game for him. That's right! Glad he's waking up. So, they were also talking about a potential alliance between Steve, Johnny, Becky, and Jackie. It'd be pretty interesting. Johnny wants to explore this a little bit more, but he wants to talk to Becky first just to see what's going on this week. So then there was some like non-game related discussion that I feel like is worth mentioning. Steve made Johnny promise that if he's in the jury house with Becky, that he'll try to make a move on her. And Steve is planning on doing the same with Julia. No, what? Where did that come from? Oh, all right. So, let's talk about Vanessa. She knows that she could be in trouble this week, so she immediately goes into panic mode. She's talking to Jackie in one of the bedrooms, and she's trying to explain the fight that happened before the live show with Clay, Johnny Mac, and James, and she's just going through it, and she's just like, I don't even know how this happened, and blah, 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 and this is where and the reason, and it was ridiculous. And Jackie was not impressed at all. It was kind of hilarious. She was just like, yeah, yeah, okay. I was waiting for Jackie to just be like, go away, I'm not even listening. It was like that. So then Vanessa was talking to Shelly in the bathroom, and Vanessa was trying to hairspray her hair, and she wasn't paying attention, and she actually picked up this bottle of like disinfectant cleaner thing and sprayed it all over her hair. And then they were just like, that's not hairspray. So you would think she would like wash her hair again or something. I don't know what's in that stuff, but she, nope, just picked up the actual hairspray and went over it. It was just like very reminiscent of when Aaron drank the nail polish remover a couple seasons ago. Pay attention, guys. There's dangerous chemicals in the house. And that bottle definitely said on it, like, please return to storage room. So somebody did not listen. All right, so then they had a little strategy chat, and Shelly was just like, Vanessa, we've controlled this game for like 4 weeks or whatever, and now the other side of the house, it's their turn. And Vanessa's just like, what, you think so? And Shelly's like, yeah, Becky definitely flipped to the other side. Vanessa, she's not so sure about it. So then Vanessa is like, I think we'll still be okay as long as 2 of us don't go up on the block. Freaks and Geeks are gonna have our back. Shelly's not in the Freaks and Geeks alliance, and Vanessa just mentioned it to her, and Vanessa was like, she had to think really quickly, and she was like, so like, Steve Austin and the twins were talking, not Steve Austin the wrestler, but Steve, Austin and the twins were talking, and Steve came up with this name for us, Beauty, Freaks, and the Geeks. So Shelly loves it. She totally like disregards the whole thing now that she's heard that she's being called Beauty in this alliance. So like she totally does not pick up on this, or at least it didn't seem like it. But Vanessa freaking blew it. She just outed that alliance to Shelly, and now she has to be a part of it because she mentioned it. So Vanessa goes and lets Steve know that she screwed up. She was like, I'm an idiot. It was an accident. I can't believe I just did that. Like, I never mess up, but I'm really tired, and I feel like I'm a target this week, so I'm freaking out. Vanessa also kept using the R word, which is not cool. I've heard her say this like a lot throughout the season. She's not the only one either. I've heard a couple people say it, and I'm just like, stop! It's 2015. Just stop. Stop. So Steve was not happy when he heard what Vanessa did. He tried to kind of like play it off a little bit, like, yeah, that was really dumb. Why would you do that? But like, I think he's really pissed. He's really pissed. So it's time for Becky's HOH room reveal. She got photos of her and her friends. Her music was One Republic. Love them. She got a lot of Bath and Body Works stuff. And she got like one of the healthiest baskets ever. I know Alyssa from season 15 had a very healthy basket. Becky got, of course, like Cliff Bars and stuff. And in the fridge, she had like string beans, kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts, like all green. So everybody, I think, was just like, oh, okay, enjoy. She also got a letter from her best friend and roommate, Lindsay. If you guys were wondering where Becky's parents are, I'm pretty sure they chose to not sign the release. Just in case something crazy happened, they did not want to be attached to that. Alright, so after the room reveal, Jackie, Meg, and James stay behind to strategize with Becky. And Becky's just like, this is what's happening. My goal this week is to get rid of Vanessa. That's it. So she's planning on putting up Shelly and Steve. This is what they agreed on in Vanessa's double eviction plan meeting. So Becky's like, yeah, it's gonna look like we're sticking to that plan, and if they ask, we'll pretend that Johnny Mac is the potential backdoor nominee. But Becky wants to backdoor Vanessa, and I think she would prefer to take down Shelly over Steve, because I think Shelly has a better chance of going against Vanessa than Steve would. Or at least that's what Becky's thinking. Also, she feels like she can make a deal with Shelly to be like, oh, we'll save you, work with us. I don't know if that's gonna work. But they also feel safer with Shelly in the house than Vanessa. So this is a big move, but it's pretty exciting. So then Vanessa and Austin get their chance to chat with Becky in the HOH room. And Becky's like, yeah, I'm sticking with the plan, putting up Steve and Shelly, relax, it's fine. So then Vanessa asks to talk to Becky alone. So Vanessa brings up the Generals Alliance, which was Vanessa, Becky, Steve, Shelly, and Clay. And she's like, yeah, I really like what we had going there, but I want to make some sort of deal with just the two of us. And Becky is just like, no, I'm done with deals. I'm done with alliances. I never want to hear those words again. I like to play organically. Alliances and deals draw lines, and I'm not about that life. Oh my gosh! So Vanessa just like pooped in her pants. She was just like, what? No, okay. Yeah, so later on, Vanessa was like telling people, oh my god, she wouldn't make a deal with me, like what's going on? She's panicking. So this is not game related, but it's part of the game, sort of. Not really. It's part of the house. So the shower drain was all clogged up, and the shower was flooding in the bathroom, and it was gross. James saves the day. He goes in there, he's plunging that drain, he's pulling out hair. It was disgusting, but he was like, yeah, I'm the man around here fixing things. So it was pretty funny. Alright. Johnny Mac and Becky get a chance to talk. She tells him the plan for the week. She's like, I'm throwing your name out there, but obviously you're all good. So then she's like, keep your mouth shut and stay away from me. But really, like, they want to keep their closeness a secret. They don't want people to know that they're working together. So Johnny Mac's just like, sounds good. Alright, so part of this whole plan, Becky was saying that she didn't want to tell Shelly that Vanessa is the target until the power of veto. But she told her last night. What? Why would you do that? So she lets Shelly know, like, you're going up on the block, of course, but Vanessa is the backdoor target. Don't tell her. So Shelly's like, well, obviously I'm close to Vanessa. I'm not going to throw her under the bus, but I won't tell her. We'll see if she actually sticks to that. I don't know. Maybe she's feeling desperate enough that she's not going to tell Vanessa. But Shelly also did say, like, she didn't like how Vanessa tried to pit her and Clay against each other before the live show with all that drama that happened. So it'll be interesting to see what she does there. Also interesting, did James become America's player last night? He was called into the diary room at like 3 something in the morning, and there was an audio leak, and we could hear James go, what? America's player card? And this unidentified voice, I guess it was like a producer or something in the diary room, was like, congratulations. What's going on here? What? Is the America's player twist coming back? Did we vote on this? I don't remember that. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. I'm interested to see if you want that twist to come back. So this morning, Becky got to pick the have-nots, and, you know, they stuck with their usual rotation. So it was pretty much a volunteer thing. Jackie, Meg, and James are the have-nots for the week, and their special treat is Sloppy Joe's, but it's not actually Sloppy Joe's. The sloppy part is the slop. And in addition to slop, they also get hamburger buns and condiments. Yay! Okay, so a little while later, Steve was alone in the storage room, sitting on the floor, talking to the cameras, and he was kind of like talking about the target this week. He thinks it's Austin. He thinks that he's the backdoor target. What? Johnny Mac pretty much told you what's going on, but for some reason he thinks that Austin's the target. But then he was talking about how he is pissed, like really pissed, that Vanessa told Shelly about the Freaks and Geeks Alliance. Like, really pissed. He was like, I want to effing kill Vanessa for doing that. I don't think you should say that, even if you're not serious. It's just not a good thing to say. So then they had nominations today. As planned, Shelly and Steve are up on the block. Power veto competition is tomorrow. It's gonna be really interesting. I'm really hoping that Vanessa does not win the veto and save Shelly. That would suck, but there's always that chance. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited that Vanessa could be going up? And we want to wish a very special happy birthday to Hannah, 13 years old today. Big Brother fan. She got a Big Brother cake with all the cast on it. That's awesome. Hope you're having a great day. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.